Good morning, and welcome to the nominations announcement for the 65th Annual New York Emmy Awards. I'm N.J. Burkett, President of the New York Chapter of the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences. The New York Chapter is honored and grateful to be joining you once again from WABC-TV, the first commercial television station to host our nominations. This is the Live with Kelly and Ryan studio, the home of America's #1 daytime talk show. New York is the media capital of the nation. Competition has never been greater, and the New York Emmy is now one of the most coveted awards in media. We had over 2,050 entries this year in 187 categories, and many more of you are about to become Emmy nominees. Here to read the 2022 nominations are Univision anchor Rafael Bello, Spectrum New York 1 anchor Shannon Ferry, Newsday anchor Faith Jesse, News 12 Long Island reporter and New York Chapter Governor Virginia Huey, WCBS-TV anchor and New York Chapter Governor Jessica Moore, and finally, some guy named Sandy Kenyon, entertainment reporter for WABC-TV. I will add that all of them are previous Emmy Award nominees or winners themselves. To all of you who entered this year, good luck. All right, Sandy, let's get to it.
Thank you very much, NJ. We'll begin with a big one, which is Overall Excellence, WABC-TV, CNY Central, WSTM, NBC3, WTVH, CBS5, CW6. The WNET Group, Newsday, WXTV, Univision 41. And now for News Excellence, WABC-TV in it again, up against Spectrum News, New York 1, WNJU, Telemundo 47, WNBC-TV News. Now for Sports Excellence, MSG Networks, News 12, the nominees. Community Service, 2002-1 Annual Report, Vignona Independent Productions. Monica makes it happen for our community. That's from Pix 11. Women's Entrepreneurship Week at Montclair State University from Long Shot Productions. Wild, The Black Iris Project, Bounce Out the Stigma, Long Shot Productions, The Buffalo Story, Moments in Time Video Incorporated, NJ Pack in the Community, New Jersey Performing Arts Center. Now for Journalistic Enterprise, Individual. Bere Always Gets It Done, WXTV, Univision 41. Sarah Wallace, Composite, WNBC-TV News. Andre Malak, Composite, NJ Advanced Media. Jillian Jorgensen, Triumphs and Failures as Students Return to NYC Public Schools. That's from Spectrum News, New York 1. Tara Rosenblum from News 12. And in the category of Journalistic Enterprise, Team Coverage, Turn to Tara, News 12. KIYC Stories, that's from News 12. And now I'd like to turn this over to Virginia Huey from News 12 Long Island to continue our categories. Virginia.
Thank you so much. In the category of interactive media, the nominees are Watch with Dan, a documentary discussion, Pix 11. The Yes app, Yes Network. In the category of morning newscast larger markets, the nominees are Mornings on 1, Hurricane Ida coverage, Spectrum News, New York 1. Pix 11 Morning News, the morning after, Pix 11. WNJU 5 a.m. Hurricane Ida, WNJU Telemundo 47. WNJU 5 a.m. snowstorm coverage, WNJU Telemundo 47. CBS 2 at Ground Zero for 9/11 20 years later, WCBS TV. 9/11 20 years later, WCBS TV. Eyewitness News This Morning, Tracking Elsa, WABC TV. In the category of morning newscast medium small markets, the nominees are Your Mornings on Spectrum News 1 Buffalo, Spectrum News 1 Buffalo. Your Mornings on Spectrum News 1 Albany, Spectrum News 1 Albany. Your Mornings on Spectrum News 1 Rochester, Spectrum News 1 Rochester. For daytime newscasts, the nominees are Nueva York, Omicron during the holidays, WXTV Univision 41. WNJU 12 p.m. Ida Aftermath, WNJU Telemundo 47. Eyewitness News at noon, the Alec Baldwin shooting, WABC TV. 9/11 20 years later, WCBS TV. News 4 at 11 a.m., the death of Bernie Madoff, WNBC TV News. News 4 at 11 a.m., the fallen officer, a big arrest, WNBC TV News. For evening newscast larger markets, nominees are News at 10, Ida Aftermath, News 12. Eyewitness News at 11, Governor Cuomo resigns, WABC TV. Eyewitness News at 5, Ida's Aftermath, WABC TV. WNJU 5 p.m. Ida storm coverage, WNJU Telemundo 47. WNJU 11 p.m. George Floyd trial and supermarket killing, WNJU Telemundo 47. For evening newscasts, medium and small markets, the nominees are NBC3 News at 11, Dior Harris murder, CNY Central, WSTM, NBC3, WTVH, CBS 5, CW6. CBS 6 News at 5, WRGB TV. News 10 ABC at 5 p.m., Cuomo Sexual Harassment Report, WTEN. Violent Crime Surge, WIVB TV. And now let me turn it over to Jessica Moore from WCBS.
For the category of Weekend Newscast, the first nominee is Super Bowl Sunday Snowstorm, WCBS TV. Eyewitness News at 11, Times Square Shooting, WABC TV. 9/11 20 years later, WGRZ TV. WNJU 6 p.m. Weekend 9/11 20-year anniversary, WNJU Telemundo 47. WNJU 6 p.m. Weekend Tropical Storm Henri Impact, WNJU Telemundo 47. In the category of News Special, the first nominee is Eyewitness to 9/11 Behind the Lens, WABC TV. Never Forgotten, 9/11 20 years later, WCBS TV. Coronavirus Remembrance, Stories from the Epicenter, Spectrum News New York 1. 9/11 20th Anniversary, Pix 11. 20 years later, Remembering September 11th, Spectrum News New York 1. 9/11 News Special, WXTV Univision 41. WNJU 5:30 p.m. 9/11 Special, WNJU Telemundo 47. In the category of Daily News Report Single Shift, Proud Boy's Wife Speaks, Pix 11. Tips for Surviving a Home Fire, WXTV Univision 41. The Silent Killer, WXTV Univision 41. The Conversation, Spectrum News 1, Rochester. New York woman pushed into a moving train, WNJU Telemundo 47. Stories of survival and loss after Hurricane Ida, WCBS TV. In the category of Hard News Report, No Production Time Limit, the first nominee is Ride Along with the NYPD for a Gang Bus, WCBS TV. Lawmaker alleges Cuomo threatened him, Pix 11. The Missing Link, News 12. In the category of Breaking Spot News Single Report, Bull on the Run, WCBS TV. Nightmare in Manville, WCBS TV. 4 killed in rising floodwaters, WCBS TV. Fire that killed 20 animals haunts rescue farm owner. I hear their cries. Advance Media, New York. In the category of Breaking or Spot News Multiple Reports, WNJU 11 p.m. Ida storm coverage, WNJU Telemundo 47. WNJU 6 a.m. Breaking News Day, WNJU Telemundo 47. Bronx House Explosion, WNBC TV. Times Square Shooting, WNBC TV. Eyewitness News at 11, Ida Hits, WABC. Ida's Destructive Impact, WCBS TV. And now help me welcome Faith Jesse from Newsday.
Thank you so much, Jessica. The next category is continuing coverage. In this category, Rikers triple shifts, WNBC TV News. The death of Gabby Petito, WNBC TV News. Fire code failure, a year-long search for answers, News 12. Botched bounty hunter raid, WIVB TV. The Durst Diaries, News 12. Remnants of Hurricane Ida, WNBC TV News. Stop Asian Hate, WABC TV. And the category Team Coverage. WNJU, 11 p.m. Tri-State Election Night, WNJU Telemundo 47. Eyewitness News at 6, Ida's Aftermath, WABC TV. WNJU, 5 p.m. Snowstorm coverage, WNJU Telemundo 47. Governor Andrew Cuomo resigns, Spectrum News, New York 1. 9/11, 20 years later, NET TV. Ida hits the Hudson Valley, News 12. The next category is Investigative Single Report, NYPD Secret Subpoenas, WNBC TV News. Excessive Force, WNBC TV News. Housing vouchers for homeless people routinely denied. And New York 1 investigation, Spectrum News, New York 1. Justice delayed, News 12. License to steal, WNBC TV News. And the next category is Investigative Multiple Reports. Car and auto parts thefts in New York increased during the pandemic, WXTV Univision 41. Federal prison abuse, WXTV Univision 41. Deadly fire investigation, WNBC TV News. Free after 32 years, WNBC TV News. Ballot blunders, Spectrum News, New York 1. Failing foundation special, News 12. Now please welcome Rafael Bello from Univision 41.
Thank you, Faith. We're moving to the news feature, light feature single report category. We start with the nominees, and the first one is Nico, WTEN. Hank the Tank, News 12. Grandma March, also from News 12. Just Scream, WNBC TV News. I'm here to document them, Spectrum News 1, Rochester. A very special patient from Spectrum News, New York 1. Sing and Drive through attendance serves up smiles too. NJ Advanced Media. Now we're moving to news feature, light feature, multiple reports. Honor Flight Series, Spectrum News 1, Buffalo. Coronavirus Myths, WXTV Univision 41. 4 times the fun, WNY Family welcomes quadruplets. That's from WKBW TV. Exploring Mars with Perseverance and Ingenuity, WNJU Telemundo 47. Highlighting the positivity in the 518, WTEN. For news feature, series feature single report, Tony Aiello's Real Life, Come From Away story, WCBS TV. Justice for All, Inside the NYPD Police Academy, News 12. Beyond the Name, the Photo, WNBC TV News. Blaze's Story, News 12. How 9/11 changed the police and fire departments, Spectrum News, New York 1. Fighting Hunger, Bronx Community Fridge, WNJU Telemundo 47. Retired NYPD detective opens up about domestic abuse, Spectrum News, New York 1. One Last Dance, WHEC TV. And now we move on to the news feature, series feature, multiple reports. The price of hot food, WXTV, Univision 41. Words from the Grave, News 12. Sex trafficking survivor shares gut-wrenching story, Spectrum News, New York 1. 9/11, 20th anniversary, Beyond the Name, WNBC TV News. Cold Case 13, the disappearance of Craig Fair, WNJT News Channel 13. And now I'm going to turn this over to Shannon Ferry from Spectrum News, New York 1.
In the category of arts entertainment news, single shift, here are the nominees. Broadway reopened by Berenice, that is WXTV Univision 41. Colombian artists play traditional vallenato in subway stations while chasing their dreams in the Big Apple, WNJU Telemundo 47. Colombian architect leaves his profession to create art in New York City streets, WNJU Telemundo 47. Getting ready for the reopening of Broadway, WNJU Telemundo 47. Bellman artist at Park Hyatt Hotel, Pix 11 News. Only in New York, also Pix 11 News. The Power of Song, WNBC TV. In the category Arts Entertainment News, no production limit, here are the nominees. 9/11 artist Bob Carley, News 12. Finding Love During COVID, WNBC TV. The stage crew that couldn't say goodbye to Christmas, Spectrum News, New York 1. Niska Uniman makes an impression on Troy, WTEN. And moving on now to the category Business Consumer News, Single Shift. Here are the nominees today. Where is the Turkey? WXTV, Univision 41. Don Carvajal Cafe, a college dorm project turned into a business. That is WNJU Telemundo 47. Responde Rental Scammer Arrested, WNJU Telemundo 47. The Bittersweet Candy, WXTV, Univision 41. Giant Cargo Ship docks in New York City, Pix 11. 7 on Your Side, Flooded Public Storage, WABC TV. And Business Consumer News, no production time limit. Here are the nominees. We have High Pressure Beauty Sales from WCBS TV. Team 12 investigates Web of Lies, News 12. Responde Shady Dealership, WNJU Telemundo 47. Long Island Trades, Newsday. Atulado Pandemic of Scams, WXTV, Univision 41. And the story behind Sugar Pie Shop in Babylon, Newsday. Now, please join me in welcoming back Sandy Kenyon with more.
And the nominees in the category of Crime News Single Shift are How to Defend Yourself from a New York City Subway Attack, WXTV, Univision 41. Don't Open the Door, WXTV, Univision 41. Seniors Talk Crime in New York's capital, Spectrum News 1, Albany. NJPBS, NJ Spotlight News. Edna Mahan, Inmate Abuse, the WNET Group. And in the category of Crime News with no production time limit, Autumn and Kyra Family Court Casualties from Pix 11. Missing Leanne Marie Hausberg, WABC TV. Cops Fights Cop. The Culture Needs to Change, WGRZ TV. How Anthony Broadwater spent 40 years wrongly convicted of raping Alice Sebold. Advance Media NY, Syracuse.com, NYUP.com. In the category of Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, News, Single Shift. Charges dropped in attack of Asian grandmother, that's from News 12. Barriers to badges, Newsday. We're Not Monsters, Pix 11. And in the category of Diversity, Equity, Inclusion News, no production time limit, I'm Speaking, WNYW-TV. On the Shoulders of Giants, Newsday. NJ Community embraces young man with autism who lost both of his parents, NJ Advance Media. The Excluded Workers Fund, WXTV, Univision 41. The Map, Segregated Syracuse. CNY Central, WSTM NBC3, WTVH CBS 5, CW6. WNJU Orgullo LGBTQ Series, WNJU Telemundo 47. Sign language on the silver screen. ASL breaks barriers at the Oscars. WNBC TV News. Welcome back, please, Virginia Huey, to continue our category.
Thanks so much, Sandy. In the category of Education, Schools, News, Single Shift, the nominees are It Puts a Smile on His Face, Newsday. Following a first-year teacher on her first day at school, NJ Advanced Media. 9/11 Unforgettable Lesson, WXTV Univision 41. For Education, Schools, News, no production time limit, the nominees are Visualizing Resistance, Animating the Story of the First Slave Rebellion in the New World, NVJN. The Map, Desegregated Schools, WSTM TV. Education Inequality, News 12. A tu lado, Profiting with Education, WXTV Univision 41. For Children, Youth 12 and Under's News Single Shift, the nominees are Cocoa House Works to get at-risk youth off streets, Spectrum News 1 Albany. You'd be surprised at the places that we've played, Pix 11. For Teen 13 to 19's News Single Shift, the nominees are Tommy's Story, News 12. The Teenage Genius Bar, News 12. For Teen News No Production Time Limit, the nominees are Islip Arts Council gives Brentwood Theater students a special moment in the spotlight, NVJN. Scholar athletes leading in the classroom and on the court, Spectrum News New York 1. A dive into the record books, News 12. Now please welcome back Jessica Moore.
The next category is Environment Science News Single Shift. Eating cicadas, brood X emergence inspires NJ students to take a bite, WNBC TV. Coal versus cancer, WNYT News Channel 13. Thousands of amphibians migrate here every year with a little help from volunteers, NJ Advanced Media. In the next category, Environment Science News, no production time limit. Infrastructure Cambio Climatico, WNJU Telemundo 47. Ride along on the street sweeper that cleans the polluted Passaic River, NJ Advanced Media. Flooded, News 12. Human Composting, WNYT News Channel 13. Recycling Revealed, WGRZ TV. In the category of Health Medical News Single Shift, the first nominee is 9/11, 20 years later, News 12. COVID-19, a year later, WNJU Telemundo 47. Back Inside the Red Zone, Newsday. Lisa's Battle to Survive, Pix 11. Firefighters Battle Wait, News 12. In the category of Health Medical News, no production time limit, Vaccine Tourism, News 12. Vaping Away My Adolescence, WXTV Univision 41. Breast Cancer Under 30, WTEN. The Gift Interrupted, Newsday. And now let's welcome back Faith Jesse.
Our next category is Historical Cultural News Single Shift. Hidden Plain in Sight, WNBC TV News. The Day Death Rained from the Sky, Pix 11. The Nerve to Dream, News 12. Restoring an 1834 mansion in Oyster Bay, Newsday. Beyond the Name, FDNY Captain Vernon Allen Richard, WNBC TV News. Next is Historical Cultural News, no production time limit. 9/11, 20 years, Pix 11. History is Worth Saving, News 12. Twin brothers survived the Noxie Angel of Death, WNYW TV. The Prison Guard's Daughter, Spectrum News 1, Rochester. The Haunted Big Apple, La Manzana Embrujada, WNJU Telemundo 47. Loss and Renewal, one company's greatest loss on 9/11, Pix 11. St. Albans History, WNYW TV. Our next category is Human Interest News Single Shift. Girl Whisperer, News 12. Dreams Take Flight, News 12. Coffee with a Cause, people with disabilities train in a cafeteria to find permanent jobs, WNJU Telemundo 47. Dylan Dunny, Surviving the Unimaginable, Spectrum News 1, Albany. It's Overwhelming, Pix 11. On the Streets Where We Live, Ditmas Park, WNYW TV. The next category is Human Interest News, no production time limit. Connor's Comeback, WNBC TV News. The Mayor of the Upper West Side, WNBC TV News. TikTok Runner, Pix 11. Polly's Push, WNBC TV News. Alex's Birthdays, WTEN. Goats of Anarchy, Sanctuary gives hundreds of animals another shot at life, NJ Advanced Media. Judge Salas, Hear Her Pain and Her Faith, WNJU Telemundo 47. And let's welcome back Rafael Bello.
Thank you, Faith. Now we're moving to the Lifestyle News Single Shift category. Court Sketch Artists look back on 30 years documenting history. That's from WCBS TV. Bere Explained It All, WXTV Univision 41. The Unis of the Night, WNYW TV. Now we're moving to the Lifestyle News, no production time limit. New Jersey Road Trip, News 12. Road Trip Close to Home, also from News 12. Long Island Trades, his American dream is seeing his kids graduate. He's building it with his own hands. Newsday. Glamping feels magical at Scotland Yard's farm. Advanced Media NY, Syracuse.com, NYUp.com. Military News Single Shift. Gold Star Daughters Wish Comes True. That's from News 12. Corporal Ambrose Anderson finally receives Dress Blues, Spectrum News 1, Albany. Local World War II Veterans Journey from Italy to the Army, WTEN. Paying Them Their Due, Spectrum News 1 Rochester. Veterans Appreciation Month, News 12. And now let's go to military news, no production time limit. Dodell Brothers serve City and Country, PIX 11. Historic U.S. Afghanistan refugee evacuation, WCBS TV. The Captain Sidney Cole's story, WIVV TV. Old military uniforms transform into paper for veterans healing, New Jersey Advanced Media. Now let's welcome back Shannon Ferry.
Thank you so much. Okay, let's move on now to Nostalgia News Single Shift. Here are the nominees. Fred Gray, the Civil Rights Movement's attorney, WNYW. September 11th, from Humberto's camera, WXTV Univision 41. Tour the untouched home of Louis and Lucille Armstrong in Queens, Net TV. Recuerdan Víctimas del Coronavirus, WXTV Univision 41. And moving along to the category of Nostalgia News, no production time limit, here are the nominees. A Portrait of Peace, News 12. The True Value of Journalism, WXTV Univision 41. Bob Beckwith, One Moment in History, Pix 11 News. Coliseum Memories, News 12. WNJU, Bomberos que lograron sobrevivir 9/11, WNJU Telemundo 47. Keys to the Past, WTEN. And in the category of politics, government news, single shift, here are the nominees today. WNJU, 11 p.m., New York City primary night, WNJU Telemundo 47. The Countdown, Cuomo resigns, WABC TV. Governor Cuomo's sudden resignation after sexual harassment investigation, WABC TV as well. Fall of Cuomo, Rise of Hochul, and McCloy reports, that is WRGB TV. And moving along to the category of politics, government news, no production time limit, here are the nominees today. Face to Face, Adriana Vargas, WXTV Univision 41. Sheriff Politics and Power, WNBC TV. Interview with the Dominican Republic President Luis Abinadar, WXTV Univision 41. Explaining ranked choice voting with Candy, WNYW. New Jersey's outdated unemployment computers, News 12. And in the category of religion news, here are the nominees for you today. Faith and Faith, the story of Gita and Wanda, that is News 12. The Hidden Bible, WNYW. And Up Overwatch, a spiritual refuge, WIVB TV. Please welcome back now Sandy Kenyon for more news categories.
Our next category, societal concerns, news single shift. And the nominees are Slavery in Suburbia, News 12. La Guerra contra el Hambre, WNJU Telemundo 47. Illegal Basement Apartments, Ida Aftermath, WNJU Telemundo 47. The Lost Children, that's from WNBC TV News. And Who Are the Unvaccinated, from Pix 11. Vaccine Supply Challenges, also from Pix 11. Moving on to societal concerns news with no production time limit. Team 12 investigates Death Without Dignity, News 12. Devil's Acid, WXTV Univision 41. The long-term health impacts of 9/11, that's from Spectrum News, New York 1. Struggling to Provide, also from Spectrum News, New York 1. How Clean is the Subway, WXTV Univision 41. Positively Black, Fathers Who Bother, from WNBC TV News. And turning to technology news, Lucky the Duck, from News 12. Hispanic students learn robotics and aviation, WXTV Univision 41. Face It, You're Being Watched, WABC TV. And AirTag, The Thieves Tracker, WXTV Univision 41. The download, that's from News 12. Turning to weather news, a single shift, A Tu Lado, Winterizing the Viewers, WXTV Univision 41. McCord Weather Composite, that's from Pix 11. Remnants of Hurricane Ida hit Tri-State from WCBS TV. Long Island tornado outbreak, that's from News 12. Tormenta, Tropical Henri, WXTV, Univision 41. Weather news, no production time limit. WNJU, Peligros del Verano, that's from WNJU, Telemundo 47. Severe weather consumer alerts, News 12. Darren McQuaid, Weather Composite, that's from Pix 11. Finally, Weathercast, air quality alert in tri-state area from WNJU, Telemundo 47. Meteorologist Mike Rizzo is tracking Elsa, that's from News 12. February winter storm warning from WIVB TV. Now please, again, Virginia Huey.
For Sports Story News Single Shift, the nominees are Michael Hauser's Story of Resiliency and Hope, WHAM. Happy's Caddy, News 12. Boys of Summer, WNBC TV News. The Perfect Shot, News 12. For Sports Story News No Production Limit, the nominees are Play Like Danny, News 12. The Comeback Kid, News 12. For Sports Story short form content up to 10 minutes, the nominees are 43 Oak Foundation feature series, New York Islanders. Fulfilling a terminal cancer patient's greatest wish at the New York City Marathon, New York Presbyterian. One Jets Drive, Bryce Hall, New York Jets. One Jets Drive, C.J. Mosley, New York Jets. One Jets Drive, Michael Carter II, New York Jets. For Sports Story long-form content, the nominees are One Family, Bills Mafia cooks up a trip to the AFC Championship, Peculiar Sports and Entertainment. The greatest shot in WNBA Finals history needs a deep rewind, Vox Media's Secret Base. For Sportscast, the nominees are MSG 150, MSG Networks. New York Rangers Game Night, MSG Networks. New York Rangers Post Game, MSG Networks. Geico's Sports Night, Jets Hire Salah, SNY. And now with more on the sports categories, here's Jessica Moore.
All right, our next category is Sports Program Live Single Program. The first nominee is New York Yankees pregame Field of Dreams by the Yes Network. Michael Strahan, Jersey Retirement Ceremony, New York Football Giants. New York Yankees pregame Wild Card, Yankees at Red Sox, Yes Network. Eli Manning, Jersey Retirement, and Ring of Honor Ceremony, New York Football Giants. Brooklyn Nets pregame, Playoffs Game 3, Nets at Celtics, Yes Network. In the category of Sports Program Live Series, the nominees are Brooklyn Nets pre- and post-game 2021 season, Yes Network. New York Yankees pre- and post-game 2021 season, Yes Network. Baseball Night in New York, SNY. New York Knicks pre-post-game, MSG. Mets pre- and post-game, SNY. In the category of Sports Program Post-Produced or Edited Single Program, Buffalo Bills Embedded 2021 NFL Draft Sizing Up, Pagula Sports and Entertainment. Giants Chronicles, Victor Cruz, MSG Networks. In the category of Sports Program Post-Produced or Edited a Series, Sábados con los New York Giants, WXTV Univision 41, Beyond Blue and Red Composite, Pagula Sports and Entertainment, Play Action, The Buffalo News, Devils Details, New Jersey Devils, One Jets Drive, New York Jets. In the category of Sports One-Time Special, Buffalo Bills Growth Mindset, Pagula Sports and Entertainment, 9/11, The Mets Remember, SNY, Marathon Sunday 2021, WABC TV, and PWHPA, Women's Hockey Road to MSG, MSG Networks. We're going to continue our sports entries now with Faith Jesse.
The next category is Sports Documentary. Flight 2021, New York Jets. Buffalo Sabres Embedded, Drafting the Future, Pagula Sports and Entertainment. The Gil Hodges Story, Soul of Champion, Spirit Juice Studios. The next is Sports Interview Discussion, Single Program. Like We Never Left, 61, SNY. The Feed, Yes Network. A Fuego con Lulu and Will Hernandez, WXTV Univision 41. Next category is Sports Interview Discussion, Series. Eli interviews Kevin Durant, New York Football Giants. Like We Never Left, SNY. MSG PM, MSG Networks. Next category is live sporting event game single program. New Jersey Devils New Year's Eve overtime winner, MSG Networks. Mets on SNY, 9/11 20th anniversary game, SNY. Brooklyn Nets basketball. The playoffs are fun. Game 2, Boston at Brooklyn, Yes Network. The fans and playoffs return to the Garden. Knicks Hawks Game 1, MSG Networks. New York Yankees baseball, win and you're in. Tampa Bay at New York, October 3rd, 2021, Yes Network. Friday Night Knicks at Toronto. It's Friday, then MSG Networks. The next category is live sporting event season. New York Rangers, MSG Networks. 2021 Mets on SNY, SNY. Brooklyn Nets basketball, Yes Network. New York Knicks, MSG Networks. New York Yankees baseball, Yes Network. Congratulations to everyone in this category. Let's welcome back Rafael Bayo to announce our program nominees.
Thank you, Faith. Now we're moving to documentary cultural, all arts, isolation to creation, a way forward, the WNET group. Women's World of Boxing, Fight Like a Girl, Firelight Films. Hope, The Salvation Army. In documentary historical, let's start with Heartbreak Hotel, Flight 800, 25 years later, WABC TV. Monmouth County, 9/11 and its aftermath, Cine Selector. Discovering New York Suffrage Stories, WNED TV. They Survived Together, the WNET Group. U.S. Secret Service, Remembering 9/11, U.S. Secret Service. A Bridge to Justice, The Life of Franklin H. Williams, WNED TV. In documentary topical, Women and Devote, Low to the Ground Productions. SPD Reckoning and Reform, WCNY, Ghosts Lights Broadway's Long Intermission, that's from WABC TV. Coogan's Way, the WNET Group, Shenandoah University and the Catholic University of America. In the category of magazine program, single program, New York Live, Home of the Holidays, WNBC TV programming. Nueva York Mayo, CUNY TV. Snapshot, New York Holiday Special 2021, WCBS TV. First Look, NYC Comeback, WNBC TV programming. Eat Up New York, Powerhouse Productions. Brooklyn Nets Magazine, Yes Network. NJPBS, State of the Arts, conductor Xian Zhang, choreographer Carolyn Dorfman, and artist Grace Lynn Hayes, that's from PCK Media. In the magazine program series, The Broadway Show with Tamsen Fadal, Broadway is Back. The Broadway Show with Tamsen Fadal. On Stage, from Spectrum News New York 1. East End, from News 12, and Crystal's NY Specials, WNYW TV. New Jersey All Day, from New Jersey Advanced Media. And now let's welcome back Shannon Ferry.
Thank you so much, Rafael. And we're moving right along here to Public Affairs Program, Single Program. Here are the nominees. I Am a Dreamer, Pueblos Originaros, Eva Santos, y Juan Carlos Marin, CUNY TV. Creating a Blueprint to Reopen Broadway, Spectrum News, New York 1. Picks on Politics, Rikers in Crisis, Pix 11 News. Remembering 9/11, 20 years later, WMYW. Full episode, Cuomo's Harassment Conundrum, AG's Report, Senate Leader Stuart Cousins, that is WMHT. In the category of Public Affairs Program Series, here are the nominees today. Chasing the Dream, WSKG Public Media. Good Day Street Talk celebrates Black History Month, WNYW. Covering the return of live performance in New York City, Spectrum News, New York 1. In the category of special event coverage live, here are the nominees. Hometown Heroes Parade, WNBC TV. Hometown Heroes Parade Thanking Our Frontline, WCBS TV. 2021 New York City Pride March Show Shop, WABC TV. WNJU 9/11 20th Anniversary Live Ceremony, that is WNJU Telemundo 47. 9/11 Memorial from Ground Zero 20th Anniversary Bard Entertainment. And we move along now to special event coverage edited. Here are the nominees there. Tunnel to Towers, 20 Years of Helping Others, WNYW. All Arts, The Set List, New 42's Let's Get This Show on the Street, the WNET Group. And On Stage presents Broadway's revival, Spectrum News, New York 1. Now let's welcome back Sandy Kenyon.
And we continue with the category that I always watch most closely, entertainment short-form content up to 10 minutes. Swipe Monster Episode 1, a condemned sawmill in the Rockaways. That's from the Cats Company. Hey, it's me, Houndstooth Studios Incorporated, New York State of Mind, NYC Next. And on to the category of entertainment long form, longer than 10 minutes. Take Me Back to Manhattan, Ordinary Sunday, Jazz at the Ballroom. All Arts, Soul Variations, the WNET Group. All Arts, Myths and Hymns, the WNET Group. All Arts, Past, Present, Future, If We Were a Love Song, the WNET Group. All Arts, Art Docs, Philip Pearlstein, Life Happens, the WNET Group. Wild Bird of Paradise, the Black Irish Project. Jeremy Jordan, Carry On, Ordinary Sunday, 54 Below premieres. And now to informational, instructional, short-form content, that's up to 10 minutes. The Adventureland Rules, News 12. Marijuana, THC versus CBD, CBG, CBN. What's the difference? What are the health benefits of each? It's from Advanced Media New York, Syracuse.com, NYUP.com. Around Queens, Honey and the Bees, Queens Public Communications Corporation. Inform NYC Queens Grid, NYC Life. What is the filibuster and why is everyone fighting over it? That's from Spectrum News. And in the category of informational, instructional, long-form content, that would be longer than 10 minutes, how an indoor farm uses technology to grow 80,000 pounds of produce per week. Dan does, that's from Eater. How Yama Seafood sells 8,000 pounds of tuna to New York's Michelin-starred restaurant vendors. That's from Eaters. Shola's Voice, NYC Life. Welcome back now, Virginia.
For interview discussion short form, the nominees are Biden's administration, 100 days, WNJU Telemundo 47. Never Forgotten, Honoring the Heroes of 9/11, Melissa Rogan, Catholic Faith Network. City Worker Vaccine Mandate Controversy, Spectrum News, New York 1. For interview discussion long-form content, the nominees are News 4 Remembers 9/11, 20 Years, WNBC TV News. Date While You Wait, David Harris Katz Entertainment Inc. Power and Politics, Pain to Purpose, News 12. Bill Murray and Eli Manning have a day in Brooklyn, New York Football Giants. All Arts, Famous Cast Words, William Jackson Harper, WNET Group. Talking Pictures with Neil Rosen, Oscar Contenders, CUNY TV. Black America, Thoughts of a Colored Man Takes Broadway by Storm, CUNY TV. 20th Anniversary of 9/11 Roundtable Reflections, Spectrum News, New York 1. For arts, entertainment, short-form content, the nominees are Melina Leon, CUNY TV. Ballet star makes it through pandemic to give final performance, Spectrum News, New York 1. La Historia del Young People's Chorus of New York City, WNJU Telemundo 47. Pepita Sandwich, CUNY TV. The Freedom to Be, Alvin Ailey Dancers, New York City and Company. Rose Marie McCoy, It's Gonna Work Out Fine, PCK Media. For arts, entertainment, long-form content, the nominees are All Arts, Flow State North Brooklyn artist, Fred Tomaselli, the WNET Group. All Arts, Flow State North Brooklyn artist, Bouquet Savi, WNET Group. The Musical, The Musical, and more, the York Theater Company. All Arts, All Doc, Immersive World, Immersive Mind, the WNET Group. NJPBS, State of the Arts, Angela Davis, Ethan Stiefel, Ara Dikjian, PCK Media. Save Birdland, a celebration of music, history, and community, Tom and Michael Dangoria. All Arts, Flow State North Brooklyn artists, Jilly Ballistic, the WNET Group. All Arts, All Docs, Immersive World Immersed in a Pandemic, Digital, the WNET Group. Now let's welcome back Jessica.
Our next category is business consumer short form content up to 10 minutes. The first nominee is Made in Queens, Queens Collaborative, Queens Public Communications Corps. How Lower Manhattan has evolved post 9/11, Spectrum News New York 1. The Brooklyn Yard, a small business pivot during the pandemic, Brooklyn Free Speech. In the category of business consumer long-form content, the nominees are Road Trip Close to Home, News 12, Impact Give Back, WCNY, Forbes Sports Money, Yes Network. In the category of crime, long-form content, the nominees are Buried Secrets, News 12, Set the Record Straight, The Jam Master Jay Case, WABC-TV. In the category of diversity, equity, inclusion, short-form content, the nominees are Black History Month, Art Hub NYC, WABC-TV. Two Women Beat the Odds to Make It in Hip-Hop, Spectrum News New York 1. Karina, CUNY TV. The Freedom to Be, Black Surfers in the Rockaways, NYC and Company. 13 Caretakers, a Filipino chef feeds a summer of protest, the WNET Group. State of the Arts, Family Legend. She made the first Asian American film, then history forgot her, PCK Media. Photography workshop at Mistega Organization with Yasmin Moran, CUNY TV. In the category of diversity, equity, inclusion, long-form content, the nominees are Black History in the Making, a New York One special, Spectrum News New York One. New York One presents Pride and Perseverance, Spectrum News New York One. All Arts, Past, Present, Future, 1 and 1 make 3, the WNET Group. Wild, These Walls Can Talk, the Black Iris Project. How food delivery workers are organizing for better conditions, BRIC TV. New York State celebrates Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s civil rights then and now, New York State Office of General Services. All Arts, Art Docs, Dream from the Deep End, the WNET Group. In Pursuit of Racial Justice, Moments in Time video. Now please welcome back Faith Jessie with more program nominees.
Our next category is Education School short-form content. Juliet Palacios, CUNY TV. Once Upon a City, Bloomers and Bicycles, NYC Life. Once Upon a City, One Wild Day, NYC Life. The next category is Education School's long-form content. Urban U, CUNY Stories, January 2021, CUNY TV. Globe Scholars, South Korea, Episode 1, Pineapple Productions, LLC. Next category is Children, Youth, 12 and Under, short-form content. Jim Henson Spends Christmas Off-Broadway, Spectrum News, New York 1. Buffalo Backyard Hockey, Pagula Sports and Entertainment. The Need to Read, How Brooklyn Book Bodega is Changing Kids' Lives, New York Live TV, WNBC TV programming. The next category is Children, Youth, 12 and Under, long-form content. All Arts, Young People's Chorus of NYC's Once Upon the Holiday, Part 1, the WNET Group. Reading Buddies, WCNY. Muse Science, Explore and Discover Science While Singing and Dancing. Exposure Foundation, Inc., Exposure Edutainment Network, XEN. Cool Cat Changes the World in 15 Minutes. Exposure Foundation, Inc., Exposure Edutainment Network, XEN, and Colorful Beginnings, the animated musical early childhood classic, once again, Exposure Foundation, Inc., Exposure Edutainment Network, XEN. And now let's turn things back over to Rafael Bello.
Thank you, Faith. We'll continue with the programming now with a teen 13 to 19 short form content up to 10 minutes. Young Miss Doubtfire star nearly ages out of the role but stays with the show, Spectrum News New York 1. Gardening of Dreams, Antonio Sellers, MSG Networks. Teenage Chief Executive, Meet the 17-year-old CEO, New York Live TV, WNBC TV programming. For teen 13 to 19 long-form content, longer than 10 minutes, Bound for the Border, Children on the Run, WRNN TV. All Arts, Rising Stars 2021, Behind the Mask, the WNET Group. Environment Science short-form content, up to 10 minutes, Saving the Sea Turtles, WNBC TV programming. Mayor de Blasio's record on climate change. It's complicated. New York Spectrum News, New York 1. Toilet in Space, CUNY TV. Urban Green Rain Gardens, New York City Live. We're moving to environment science, long-form content, longer than 10 minutes. A Toxic Nightmare, The Awakening Moments in Time Video Incorporated. Simply Science, Humpback Whales, Subway Microbes, Moderna, and more, CUNY TV. The Gray Snake, A Pipeline Spurs a Movement in Brownsville, hashtag BeHeardDocs, BRIC TV. Now let's welcome back Shannon Ferry.
Thanks once again, Raphael. And now what we have next up for you this morning, health, medical, short form content up to 10 minutes. Here are the nominees this morning. Pressure creates diamonds. New York City medical residents respond to the first COVID-19 surge. Albert Einstein College of Medicine. 3 new organs, 1 new life. The remarkable story of a triple transplant recipient. New York Presbyterian. Exploring your health, Lyme disease, Spectrum News. Una familia vive con COVID-19 and Epicentro del 2020, CUNY TV. 13 caretakers, a COVID nurse finds reasons to dance, the WNET group. Moving along now to health medical long form, content longer than 10 minutes. Here are the nominees. Breast cancer, updates and progress in a pandemic, WABC TV. Side by Side, a celebration of service, Al Roker Entertainment. Autism, Life on the Spectrum, WNYW. Lifeline, a doctor's commitment to 9/11 first responders, Albert Einstein College of Medicine. Moving along now to historical cultural, short form content up to 10 minutes. Here are the nominees today. Meet the New York Giants Legacy Club, WXTV, Univision 41. 13, New York City Arts, Moynihan Train Hall, the WNET group. 13, New York City Arts, Fotografiska, the WNET group. 9/11 Valor, the New York State Office of Courts Administration. La Sala de Pepe and Lower East Side of Manhattan, La Saida, CUNY TV. Que ser un artista inmigrante, also CUNY TV. Danza Fiesta, Variaciones del Seis, Bard Entertainment. David Carl's Long Island Legacy, WABC TV. El Legado de la Poesía Puertorriqueño, Bard Entertainment. Moving along to historical, cultural, long-form content longer than 10 minutes. Here are our nominees today. Caribbean in the City, WNYW TV. Celebrating Las Artes in the Heights, Spectrum News, New York 1. 6 Lanes Through the South Side, Environmental Justice, and the BQE, hashtag BeHeardDocs, that is BRIC TV. Tony Guida's New York Harlem Hellfighters, CUNY TV. And now let's bring back Sandy Kenyon for more.
Thanks, Savannah. Continuing now with the human interest category, short form content, that would be up to 10 minutes. 13, caretakers, from prime time to the pandemic front lines, the WNET group. Faces of Long Island series from Newsday, a celebration of hope, Annie's story. Roswell Park Comprehensive Cancer Center did that. Between the Lines, the Jack Wallace story from MSG Networks, La Morada, CUNY TV, 13 caretakers, therapist by day, drag socialite by night. That's from the WNET group. Separating conjoined twins, New York Presbyterian. And human interest, long-form content category, that would be longer than 10 minutes. Localish Legends, New York Nico from ABC Localish. The Driver, New York Jets. Hungry for More, First We Feast. And then lifestyle short-form content up to 10 minutes. Queens Delish, Birria Landia, Queens Public Communications Corporation. Life on Wheels, NYC's Skate Scene, WABC TV. Native Dish, Vietnamese Chaban Lot Dessert, Chaban Lot Dessert, NYC Life. Military short-form content up to 10 minutes. United States Military Academy at West Point, PSA 2021. That's from the United States Military Academy, West Point. 13, Understanding LGBTQ plus Identity, Albert Kashir, the WNET group. NJ Warriors from the front line to the blue line, MSG Networks. Vets helping vets, Vignonia Independent Productions. Military long-form content, longer than 10 minutes, Songs of Service, Hiring America, LLC. Veterans Voices Special, After the Global War on Terror, WTEN. New York City Veterans Day Parade from Bard Entertainment. Veterans Voices, WSYR-TV. Last Letters Home from News 12. Finally, please welcome Virginia Huey back.
Thank you again, Sandy. For the category of nostalgia short-form content, the nominees are Once Upon a City, NYC Life, My Story by the Times Square Ball, WABC TV, 9/11 Family Reflections, Spectrum News, New York 1, Edgardo Alfonso Metz HOF Induction, New York Mets, John Matlack Metz HOF Induction, New York Mets. For nostalgia long-form content, the nominees are All In, 10-year anniversary of the 2011 Super Bowl championship team, MSG Networks. 20 years later, Pix11 remembers 9/11, Pix11. All Arts, the Yadantes, Motown Secret Blend, the WNET Group. Moving on to politics, government, long-form content, the nominees are New York City Mayoral Debate, WNBC TV News. The People's Lawyer, News 12. New York City Democratic Mayoral Debate, WCBS TV. Power and Politics, Black History Month Special, News 12. Power and Politics, Cuomo Under Fire, News 12. In the category of religion, the nominees are Faith Matters, Town of Clarkstown, Berkeley Productions. McDonald's Gospel Fest 2021, We Are the Church, WNYW TV. Now let's welcome back Jessica.
Our next category is societal concerns, short-form content, and the nominees are Mirror Trans Beauty Co., CUNY TV, Thoughts of a Colored Man celebrates diversity both on and off the stage, Spectrum News, New York 1. Societal concerns, long-form content, the nominees are Dr. Tayaj, the Hispanic physician who faced COVID-19 in New York, Somos Community Care. Asian American Life, September 2021, CUNY TV. All Arts, The First 20. Michael Muenzo honors George Floyd, the WNET Group. In the category of weather, short-form content, the nominees are Probability of Precipitation, News 12. The First Warning Experience, WNYT News Channel 13. In the category of branded content, the nominees are Squarespace, Make It Awards, MSG Networks. Benjamin Moore, Key Detail, MSG Networks. Benjamin Moore, King Saladin, MSG. Home Court with Naomi Osaka, Westfield Production Company. Dr. Tomoaki Kato's amazing comeback from COVID, New York Presbyterian. Tragedy and Healing inside the Burn Center on 9/11, New York Presbyterian. Buffalo Sabres dare greatly, Pagula Sports and Entertainment, forge a new path, New York Mets. Please welcome back Newsday's Faith Jessie.
Our next category is public service announcement, single spot. Kids Tackle Hunger, Vignonia Independent Productions. NY Vax Rooftop, Handsome Spider Inc., Changing STEM to STEAM, Ordinary Sunday, the Broadway Education Alliance Inc., Sorry Mom, Kivit, Ranked Choice Voting in the Kitchen, NYC Life. Next category is public service announcement campaign. Food Bank's Mission, Vignonia Independent Productions, Shift NYC, Lehman College, Why I Got Vaccinated, Studio BK, Your Health Beyond COVID, WCBS TV, Vaccinate NYC, Agency NYLFF, New York Latino Film Festival, New Jersey Department of Health COVID-19 Campaign, Kivit. The next category is commercial, single spot, Basquiat, Hey Hey Hey, Cine Selector, Now Needs You, Syracuse University, Syracuse University. Rise as Orange, Syracuse University, Syracuse University. New York Presbyterian, Stay Amazing, Similar but Different. Cancer Institute, Hunter Park Productions. Hashtag YGCU, Mnemonic. Next category is commercial campaign. SBS Shop Your City, Studio BK. SNY Cardboard Fans, SNY. It's time for NYC, NYC and Company. Let's turn it over to Rafael Bayo from Univision 41.
Thank you, Faith. We're moving to the promotions, news, promotion, topical, single spot. Hometown Hero Parade, WCBS TV. A time to remember those who served. 9/11 special, WXTV Univision 41. Rolman Vergara retirement, also from WXTV Univision 41. Breaking news, Únicos promo, WNJU Telemundo 47. New York 1 News All Day, Rochelle Boone, Spectrum News New York 1. Back inside the Red Zone promo campaign, Newsday. Now in the category of promotions, news, promotion image, single spot, the news on Fox 5, then and now, WNYW-TV. New York 1 Noticias, your community, your news. Spectrum News, New York 1. La Autoridad en el Tiempo, 3 meteorólogos, WNJU Telemundo 47. In the category of promotions, news, promotion campaign, Watchdog Policing on Long Island promo campaign, Newsday. Sweeps 2021 promotional campaign, WNJU Telemundo 47. New York 1 Mornings on 1, a new chapter, Spectrum News, New York 1. OTT News and Weather, WNBC TV Promotions. In the category of promotion program, promotion single spot, Once Upon a City promo, NYC Live. Dominican Heritage Month Dominicano de Pura Cepa, WNJU Telemundo 47. Home Plate Trailer, Yes Network. Eyewitness News to 9/11 Behind the Lens, WABC TV. In the category of promotion image, promotion single spot, Acceso Total desde Nueva York, WNJU Telemundo 47. Made in Jersey, New Jersey Devils. Jets on SNY, New Level, SNY. Yankees Fan Up, Yes Network. New York Football Giants Stadium Open, New York Football Giants. Continuing with more nominees in promotions, here's Shannon Ferry.
Thanks again. And moving along here to promotional campaign, here are our nominees today. All Arts, the first 20 promotional campaign, the WNET Group. Nets on Yes, 20th Anniversary, Yes Network. Holiday Jingles 2021, WNJU Telemundo 47. In the category promotions, sports promotions, single spot, and the entry time limit here, 2 minutes. Get Your Game On, Pix 11. Flight 2021, New York Jets. Halloween 2021, also New York Jets. Mets Eternal Tau, SNY. New Jersey Devils third jersey reveal, New Jersey Devils. In the category of sports promotion campaign, entry time limit 10 minutes. Here are the nominees for that. Fandoms, MSG Networks. Group Text Chat, also MSG Networks. Best of Yes, Yes Network. And in long form promotional spot entry time limit, 5 minutes. Here are the nominees. Set the Record Straight, the Jam Master J Case, WABC TV. Metuchen Holiday Events 2021, Let's Celebrate Again, Metuchen Media. New York Knicks Poetry Game 1, MSG Networks. Get the band back together, New Jersey Devils. And moving along now to the talent categories, let's welcome back the multi-talented Sandy Kenyon.
So kind of you, thanks. And indeed, we're going to start with Talent Anchor News. Sade Berenois, WABC TV. Darling Berdiez, WNJU Telemundo 47. Mike Marza, WABC TV. Corey Chambers, Pix 11. Natalie Pascarella, WNBC TV News. And Talent Anchor in the weather category, Mike Rizzo from News 12. Pedro Monturo, WNJU Telemundo 47. Dave Curran, News 12. Tairi Inoa, WNJU Telemundo 47. Jeff Banson from News 12. Andrew Baglini, WIVB TV. and talent. Anchor, sports, Gary Apple, SNY. John Chandler, WNBC TV News. Erica Wachter, WSG Networks. Bill Pinto, MSG Networks. John Giannone, MSG Networks. Bob Lorenz, Yes Network. Talent sports analyst. Ian Joy, Yes Network. Frank Casola, Yes Network. Ron Darling, SNY. Walter Clyde Frazier, MSG Networks. Leje Duzable, SNY. Monica McNutt, MSG Networks. Sarah Kustok, Yes Network. Steve Valiquette, MSG Networks. Todd Zeile, SNY. Talent Sports Play-by-Play, Sam Rosen, MSG Networks. Michael Kay from the Yes Network. Ian Eagle from the Yes Network. Ryan Ruocco, Yes Network. Brendan Burke, MSG Networks. Mike Breen, MSG Networks. And once again, please welcome Virginia Huey.
For Talent Reporter Features Human Interests, here are the nominees. Tara Rosenblum, News 12. Carlos Zapata, WNJU Telemundo 47. Mariela Salgado, WXTV Univision 41. Adam Harding, WNBC TV News. Marissa Alter, News 12. Seth Voorhees, Spectrum News 1 Rochester. Alan Villafana, WNJU Telemundo 47. For Talent Reporter Daily News, the nominees are Alejandro Candes, WXTV Univision 41. Gary Merson, WXTV Univision 41. Seth Voorhees, Spectrum News 1 Rochester. Nick Medenas, News 12. James Ford, Pix 11. Christina Navarrete, WNJU Telemundo 47. Elisa Marte, WNJU Telemundo 47. Tara Rosenblum, News 12. For Talent Reporter Investigative, the nominees are Chris Glorioso, WNBC TV News. Walt Kane, News 12. Tara Rosenblum, News 12. Dan Bowens, WNYW TV. Sarah Wallace, WNBC TV News. For Talent Reporter Live, the nominees are Chris Raggi, WCBS TV. Carlos Zapata, WNJU Telemundo 47. Mike Marza, WABC TV. Derek Waller, WABC TV. Henry Rossoff, Pix 11. Michael Grady, Yes Network. For Talent Reporter Political, the nominees are Josh Robin, Spectrum News. Kurt Semder, News 12. Greg Floyd, WRGB TV. Tara Rosenblum, News 12. And now to wrap up our talent categories, here's Jessica.
In the category of Talent Reporter Specialty Assignment, the nominees are Tara Rosenblum, News 12, Mary Murphy, Pix 11, Jay Dow, Pix 11, Matt Mulcahy, WSTM, Frank DeLella, Spectrum News New York 1, and Faith Jessie, Newsday. In the category of Talent Reporter Sports, the nominees are Steve Gelbs, SNY, Rebecca Harlow, MSG Networks, Jamie Stewart, News 12, Kevin Mayer, News 12, John Chandler, WNBC TV, Lulu Gomez, WXTV Univision 41. In the category of Talent Commentator Editorialist, the nominees are Andy Malnosky, WETM, Adam Chodak, WROC. In the category of Talent Performer Narrator, the nominees are Susan Hanman, NYC Life, Maggie Benedict, NYC Life, Rich Newberg, Moments in Time Video, Natalie Patterson, NJ Advanced Media, John Arman, New York Jets, Antoine Lewis, WNYW. In the category of Talent Program Host Moderator Correspondent, the nominees are Tara Rosenblum, News 12, Tamsin Fidel, The Broadway Show with Tamsin Fidel, Mar Jennings, S&J Multimedia LLC, Darla Miles, WABC TV, Emily Lampa, WKBW, and Dan Manarino, Pix 11. Moving on to the rest of our categories, here's Faith Jessie, newest nominee. Faith.
Thank you, Jessica. All right, our next category is Live News Producer. Diana Correa, WXTV Univision 41. Andy Savas, A Most Dramatic Year, WABC TV. Emily Ferguson, States of Emergency, Ida Slams the Northeast, WNBC TV News. Mary Davies, Breaking the Big Story, WNBC TV News. Elizabeth Headons, WXTV Univision 41. The next category is Live Sports Producer. In this category, we have Spencer Julian, New York Knicks, MSG Networks, Steve Napolitani, New York Islanders, MSG Networks, Frank DeGrassi, Brooklyn Nets, Yes Network, Greg Picker, NY Mets, SNY, Michael Medvin, Yes Network. The next category is Writer News. We have Seth Voorhees, Composite, Spectrum News 1, Rochester, Adam Shodak, WROC TV, Walter Kane, Justice Delayed, News 12, John Gray, WTEN, Tara Rosenblum, News 12. The next category is Writer Sports. We have Lulu Gomez, WXTV Univision 41, Seth Bradley, New York Jets, Alex Isiovich, Band Back Together, New Jersey Devils. The next category is Writer Short Form Content. We have Elizabeth Bishop, 9/11 Remembrances, WRGB TV. Susan Handman, Once Upon a City, NYC Life. Brianne Barry, Spectrum News. Lisa London, Inform NYC, Queens Grid, NYC Life. Colleen McCown, Spectrum News. The next category is Writer, Long Form Content. We have Joe Silvestri, Anthony Lopez, Antoine Lewis. Good Day Street Talk celebrates Black History Month, WNYW TV. Brian Frey, The Devil's Fire, WSKG Public Media. Rich Newberg, A Toxic Nightmare, The Awakening, Moments in Time, Video Inc. Patrick Dolan, He's Going to Kill Me, Joanna's Story, Newsday. Alan Oren, A Day in the Life of Silence, Seymour Productions. And please welcome back Rafael Bello.
Thanks, Faith. Let's move on to the director, live or recorded live. David Stern, Annette Joel's National Puerto Rico Day Parade Special, Bard Entertainment. David Stern, Annette Joel's 9/11 Memorial from Ground Zero 20th Anniversary, Bard Entertainment. Samantha Spader, News 12. In the category of Director, Sports, John W. Purcell, Yes Network. John DeMarsico, New York Mets, SNY. Larry Roth, New York Rangers, MSG Networks. Joel Mandelbaum, New York Islanders, MSG Networks. Tom Meberg, NJ Devils, or New Jersey Devils, MSG Networks as well. Dan Barr for Yes Network. Howie Singer, New York Knicks, MSG Networks. In the category of Director, Short Form Content under 10 minutes, Connor Laughlin, Squarespace, Make It Awards, It's From the Soul, MSG Networks. Cody Williams, On Stage, Spectrum News, New York 1. Pete Carroll, Adam Paul Verdi, Andrea Marroquin, Liam, Spectrum News, New York 1. Emily Driscoll, Separating Co-Jointed Twins, New York Presbyterian. Oren Brimmer, Swipe Monster, Episode 1, A Condemned Sawmill in the Rockaways, The Cat's Company. James Powers, Steve Powers, John Stegeman, Home Court with Naomi Osaka, Westfield Production Company. Director, Long Form Content, longer than 10 minutes. Adam Worth, Monmouth County, 9/11 and its Aftermath, Cine Selector. Mark Lesser, Shola's Voice, NYC Live. Linda Mornay, Women and the Vote, Low to the Ground Productions. Jeremy McQueen, Wild, These Walls Can Talk, The Black Iris Project. Cody Williams, Director of Long Form Content, On Stage, Spectrum News, New York 1. Darla Miles, Rashidi Hendricks, Set the Record Straight, The Jam Master J Case, WABC TV. And please welcome back Shannon Ferry for our editor nominations.
Okay. In Editor News Single Shift, here are the nominations for that category. Gabrielle Rosa, Tommy Story, News 12. Darren McQuaid, Composite, Pix 11 News. Pablo Traverso, WXTV, Univision 41. Jonathan Quintero, WXTV, Univision 41. And in the category of Editor News No Production Time Limit, here are the nominees. Valerie Robinson, He Is Going to Kill Me, Joanna Story, Newsday. Seth Voorhees Composite, Spectrum News 1 Rochester. Glenn Pereira, Net TV. Michael Del Giudice, WNBC TV News. In the category of editor sports, here are our nominees today. Alex Leifer, Danny Baxter, Islanders Cinematic Recap, Eastern Conference Final Game 6, New York Islanders. Chris Williams, New Jersey Devils, Danny Baxter, UBS Arena Opening Weekend Cinematic Recap, New York Islanders. Roy Schneider, MSG Networks, Joseph Callow, Yes Network, Rob Schmidt, Game 1, New York Knicks, Poets, MSG Networks. In the category of editor short-form content under 10 minutes, here are the nominees today. Michael Becton, All In NYG, 10th anniversary of 2011 Super Bowl championship team, New York Football Giants. Nelson Moses, Lassiter, A Coffee Grinder, a story about mental health queerty. Susan Hanman, Once Upon a City, New York City Life. James Powers, Steve Powers, John Stegeman, Home Court with Naomi Osaka, Westfield Production Company. Sergio Camacho, New Jersey Devils. Rick Easton, WTEN. In the category of editor long-form content longer than 10 minutes, here are our nominees today. Chad Patterson, SPD, Reckoning and Reform, WCNY. Don Casper, Women and the Vote, Low to the Ground Productions. Gerardo Ramirez, WXTV Univision 41. Dan Kamarinitz Composite, Spectrum News, New York 1. Preston Medill, MSG Networks. Love and Happiness in New York City, and that is WNJU Telemundo 47. Now for our photographer nominations, here is Sandy Kenyon again.
Seriously, Shannon, what would we do without them? Pablo Traverso, Photographer News is the category. Pablo Traverso, WXTV, Univision 41. Jose R. Colon, WXTV, Univision 41. Seth Voorhees, Composite, Spectrum News 1, Rochester. Darren McQuaid, Pix 11. Frank Delzaidis, WXTV, Univision 41. Michael Del Giudice, WNBC TV News. Now photographer sports. Frank Lazar from the New York Jets. Chris Williams, New Jersey Devils. And photographer short form content, that would be under 10 minutes. Dave Dodds, News 12. Chris Ware from Newsday. Adam Paul, Verity from Spectrum News, New York 1. Brett Cohen, The New New York, WNBC TV News. Rafael Osteldelafon, WXTV, Univision 41. Jesse Orsburn, On Stage, Spectrum News, New York 1. Photographer long-form content longer than 10 minutes. Frank Lazar from the New York Jets. Ghostlight, Broadway's Long Intermission, WABC TV. Dan Spakowski, New York Jets. Shola's Voice, NYC Life. Adam Paul Verity, Ordinary Sunday. And now for one last chance, please, one last time, here's Virginia Hewitt.
Okay. In the category of video essay, the nominees are Darren McQuaid, Greetings from Brownsville, Pix 11. Andre Malik, Emotional Cleanup of Flood-Damaged Homes Begins for Residents of the Lost Valley, NJ Advanced Media. Dan Keese, Spectrum News, New York 1. For video journalists, the nominees are Seth Voorhees, Spectrum News 1, Rochester. Seth Voorhees, Spectrum News 1, Rochester. For the category of graphic arts news, the nominees are Gregory Martin Stevens, Newsday. Weather Virtual Lab, WNJU Telemundo 47. Spectrum News New York 1, Adding Value to Storytelling, Spectrum News New York 1. For graphic arts sports, the nominees are New York Football Giants Game Day, New York Football Giants. Yankees Graphics, Yes Network. The Betting Exchange Show Package, MSG Networks. New York Islanders Graphic Work, New York Islanders. MSG Pick'em Promo, MSG Networks. Carton and Roberts Package, SNY. For graphic arts, non-news or non-sports, the nominees are Shift NYC, Lehman College. Once Upon a City, NYC Life. All Arts Dance Camera West selects Open, the WNET Group. Life on Mars, the Home Makeover Show, S&J Multimedia LLC. And now to announce our final categories, here is Jessica Moore.
All right, home stretch, everybody. The final categories. Let's start with audio, live or post-produced. Nominees are Basquiat, Hey Hey Hey, Klein Sector, Shift NYC, Lehman College, musical composition and arrangement, Shelter, From Wild, These Walls Can Talk, The Black Iris Project. Prevent Your Choke from Wild, These Walls Can Talk, The Black Iris Project. Misen Wan, Bard Entertainment. GE Healthcare Star Guide, Handsome Spider Incorporated. Identify from Wild, These Walls Can Talk, The Black Iris Project. Crown Royal from Wild, These Walls Can Talk, The Black Iris Project. In the category of lighting studio location, Valentino the Musical, Alone in America, Brick TV. 2021 CFN Telethon, Catholic Faith Network. Yankees Media Day 2022, Yes Network. Raphael Alston Delafont, WXTV, Univision 41. And for technical achievement, 9/11 Memorial from Ground Zero, Bard Entertainment. Tunnel to Towers Run, WNYW TV. Yes Network, the Yes app, Yes Network. Valentino the Musical, Brick TV. A big congratulations to all our nominees this year. Let's welcome back our Emmy president and WABC correspondent, NJ Burkett.
Jessica, thank you. And thanks to Raphael Bayo, Shannon Ferry, Faith Jesse, Virginia Huey, Jessica Moore, and Sandy Kenyon for their time and talent this morning. Come on, everybody, just get in here, step in behind me. I warned these guys that this is like reading the Manhattan telephone directory. And now I realize, actually, that there's an entire generation of people that are watching this that have no idea what I'm talking about. So look, we are especially grateful to the president of ABC's own stations, Chad Matthews, and WABC TV's president and general manager, Mary Lou Galvez. Thanks to you and your team for welcoming us to the live studio for a second straight year. At noon today, we will drop the official press release listing all of our 2022 nominated entries. You will find that on our website, nymemmys.org, along with Sandy Kenyon's review of today's performance. It's been 65 years since Ed Sullivan, our first chapter president, handed out the first New York Emmys. Our 65th anniversary gala in October promises to be the finest awards show we have ever produced. We are planning a lavish in-person event with a red carpet and a late-night after-party dance party. It will be the media event of the year in New York. And after 2 live stream shows, we owe you that. Congratulations again to our Emmy nominees. Thank you for joining us. Have a great day, a great summer, and we will see you in October.